Here we are at Heaves Farm, Cumbria, with Roger Mason. Beautiful spot at Levens overlooking Morecambe Bay. Very tidy farmyard.
It looks very good.
You're out there that way. Am I right? You've got the best side.
Yeah, we have some nice cows behind as well.
There isn't a good side. No. He's sticking his feet back. Okay, so here we are at Roger Mason's Heaves Farm, Levens, Cumbria. And Roger, if you just tell us a little bit about the herd and how many cows, etc., that you've got here.
Yeah, we're currently milking 150 to 160 milk cows, averaging around that 10,000 mark. 2/3 of the cows will stay in during the summer, and a third go outside the low yielders.
Yeah.
Basically doing about 30, just short of 32 litres currently at the moment. And yeah, most of the cows will go out at some stage during the summer once they get into low yields or get dried off, but we tend to keep the high yielders in just to keep milk at them and give them a consistent place to live, really.
And are you a predominantly grass-based system with some additional maize in terms of the forage basis of the diet, or is it quite a high proportion of maize in the diet?
No, we've always grown 30 acres of maize that sort of give us a third of the ration of maize, or not quite a third of the ration of maize. We will probably have enough maize to last another 6 weeks, and then after that we've stopped growing maize. We've gone to more back to a grass-based diet. The maize do like the maize, but just hit and miss it growing at different round here in South Cumbria. We've never come unstuck with it yet, but I can see it failing at some stage, and we're just going back to a basic. We think we can cope with a basic grass, buying brewers grains and a bit of beet pulping, a blend, can feed molasses if we want, but basically we're going to go back to a grass-based silage.
Okay. So Roger, why did you change the lights here at Heaves Farm?
I think all the science behind the lights sort of justified us doing it to try and improve herd health and with fertility. If we can get more milk off our cows, whether it's by reducing feed to get the same amount of milk or getting more milk out of the cows, it's beneficial.
Yeah.
And I think it was just there was a chance of the grant at the time, and I think because the grant's available, and if you don't take advantage of the grants that's there at the time, you miss. And so I think it was just that the grants came at the right time for us to when we were thinking about it, to go ahead and do it.
Okay, it's out of the way then. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Roger. Why did you choose the Unilight system?
We looked at a few different systems. There's not that many out there in the marketplace, but I just think that the Unilight seemed to do what we wanted to do. The science behind them of dimming down and dimming back up again suited us. I think that they looked more of a strip light type rather than a big fancy powerful light that was doing areas. They were in straight lines and covering areas we wanted to. It seemed to match the system, seemed to match our building.
Yeah, you felt that you would get a better distribution of light from our size of light rather than a large floodlight that was emitting 150 to 200 watts of light.
Yeah, and there's lights out there that sort of light square areas in a long narrow building. We're not designed for squares, we're designed for long narrow, and just by putting the wires up to hold them off, it suited our system.
Cut that a minute. There's me saying. How easy was it to install compared with other systems that you might have looked at, or how easy was it to install and how cost effective was it to install?
Yeah, I don't think we really looked at how we're going to install all the other systems. I think we looked at this one and thought, yeah, that we can manage that with one or two pieces of metal work to put up to hold up the concertina wires that hold up the lights. But the electrician came in and put the wires up and did all the control panel, and we basically put the lights on the system and joined them all together with the plug and play system and cable tied them all up. Yeah. So it's a lot we could do ourselves, and in case of the electrician just put the plug in at the end basically.
Yeah, and it looks quite neat and tidy as well, doesn't it? Really, I mean.
Yeah. No, I think
you've done a nice tidy job of installing them anyway.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's the one that lights dropped in its casing.
So Roger, you've had your lights in, I think they went in February, so they've been in about 4 months?
Yeah.
So have you seen any differences, as a result of the lights being installed?
Yeah, I would think so. It's one of those that's difficult to quantify at this stage, but we think we have activity collars and rumination collars, and we like to think that the lying down times have increased. Yeah. Cows are actually probably 3 litres higher this May than they were last May, which could be due to other things besides the lights, but obviously the lights, there's not that much changes, but feed and cows are slightly probably a little bit better and a little bit different, but
seasons change.
Yeah,
you
so
might have
it is difficult to quantify at this stage. But
some younger cows in the herd, so you might have culled some of the older ones out earlier this year, perhaps.
But I would be more worried if we put the lights in and they dropped 3 litres, which they haven't done. They've actually gone up 3 litres, so that's a plus.
That's reassuring. Very reassuring. Thank you.
Yeah.
Too early to see whether there's been any impact on fertility?
Yeah, it's one of those that we've working closely with a vet on in-herd figures, and we will be able to pick those out, but we've not really studied yet. We're waiting for the guy to come from Cogent through Dairy Master to update our system for the collars, and then hopefully we can look back and look at more information from those. But I think the signs are generally that things are better than we were before. So yeah.